back to my channel. Hi YouTube coin collectors and investors. Waving hand. This is SF Coins, and today we're diving into the fascinating world of the legendary Eisenhower Dollar. At first glance, these large $1 coins may look ordinary. Maybe something sitting in an old drawer, coin jar, or collection. But what if I told you that some Eisenhower silver dollar coins are worth big money today, even thousands of dollars to collectors? Hidden among regular coins are rare varieties, valuable mint marks, and special collector issues that many people completely overlook. In this video, we reveal the top 3 most valuable and ultra-rare Eisenhower $1 coins ever discovered. Next up, coin number 1. Interesting modern American dollar coins is the Eisenhower Dollar, a coin that reflects an important chapter in United States history. The coin was created to honor one of the most influential figures of the 20th century, Dwight D. Eisenhower. Eisenhower served as a celebrated military commander during the Second World War and later became the 34th President of the United States. When he passed away in 1969, many Americans wanted a lasting tribute to his leadership and legacy. The result was the Eisenhower dollar coin, introduced in 1971 as the first circulating dollar coin produced by the United States Mint since the end of the silver dollar era. The Eisenhower dollar was designed by Frank Gasparo, whose artwork combined patriotism and space-age symbolism. On the front of the coin appears a bold portrait of Eisenhower facing left, capturing the calm and determined expression that many Americans associated with his leadership. The reverse design shows an eagle landing on the surface of the moon while holding an olive branch. This dramatic image was inspired by the Apollo 11 mission insignia, representing the technological achievements and ambitions of the United States during the space age. One of the most famous versions of this coin is the 1776 to 1976 bicentennial Eisenhower Dollar. This special coin was created to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the founding of the United States. Instead of the normal reverse design, the bicentennial coin features the Liberty Bell placed in front of the moon. This powerful image connects 2 historic moments: the birth of the nation in 1776 and the technological triumphs of the 20th century. Unlike many earlier American silver dollars, most Eisenhower dollars were made primarily from copper-nickel rather than solid silver. However, special collector editions were struck in 40% silver, giving them additional intrinsic value. These silver versions were produced mainly for collectors and were not widely released into everyday circulation. Because of this difference in metal composition, collectors often search carefully for silver bicentennial dollars among ordinary coins. The size of the Eisenhower dollar also makes it unique among modern American coins. It measures more than 38 millimeters across, making it almost as large as the classic Morgan and Peace silver dollars that circulated earlier in American history. When people hold an Eisenhower dollar for the first time, they often notice its impressive weight and size, which feels very different from the smaller coins commonly used today. During the 1970s, millions of Eisenhower dollars were produced by several mints, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The coins from Philadelphia usually carry no mint mark, while those from Denver display a small D, and San Francisco issues often carry an S. These small marks are important to collectors because they reveal exactly where the coin was struck. Although many Eisenhower dollars were produced in large numbers, certain varieties have become surprisingly valuable over time. High-grade examples that survived without scratches, heavy wear, or contact marks are much harder to find than people expect. Because these coins were large and often stored loosely in bags, many examples developed small marks from rubbing against each other. Perfectly preserved specimens therefore attract strong collector demand. The bicentennial design itself adds another layer of interest. Because the coin carries the dual date 1776 to 1976, it reminds collectors of the long journey of the United States from its founding to the modern era. The Liberty Bell, one of the most famous symbols of American independence, appears boldly in front of the moon, suggesting that the spirit of the nation stretches from the revolutionary past into the space-age future. Some collectors dream of finding an Eisenhower dollar that could be worth enormous amounts of money. Stories circulate online suggesting that rare coins might be worth millions of dollars and could instantly change someone's life. While these dramatic stories capture attention, the real coin market works in a more measured way. Values depend on rarity, condition, historical significance, and collector demand. For example, a heavily circulated bicentennial Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark may only be worth a small premium above face value. But a coin struck in silver, preserved in near-perfect condition, and graded at the highest levels by professional grading services can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Exceptional proof examples with flawless surfaces are especially prized by collectors. Another interesting aspect of coin collecting is the appearance of older coins. Many people see a dark or dull silver coin and assume it has lost value. In reality, the change in color is usually a natural process called toning. Silver reacts slowly with the environment over time, creating shades of gray, gold, blue, or even rainbow colors. In many cases, collectors appreciate these natural colors because they show the coin has not been cleaned or altered. Cleaning a coin may seem like a good idea at first, but it is actually one of the most damaging things a person can do. Polishing removes the delicate surface created at the mint and leaves tiny scratches that reduce collector value. Because of this, experienced collectors always recommend leaving coins exactly as they are, even if they appear slightly dark or aged. The Eisenhower dollar also represents a fascinating moment in American economic history. By the 1970s, the United States had already moved away from circulating silver coinage. The Eisenhower dollar therefore stands at the transition between the classic silver dollar era and the modern age of base metal coinage. It carries the memory of both traditions within a single design. Holding a bicentennial Eisenhower dollar today can feel like holding a time capsule. The coin connects the revolutionary spirit of 1776, the leadership of Dwight D. Eisenhower in the 20th century, and the technological triumphs of the Apollo space missions. Few coins capture such a wide span of history in one design. Collectors around the world continue searching through old coin jars, bankrolls, and inherited collections hoping to discover unusual varieties or high-grade examples. Sometimes the excitement lies not in finding a million-dollar rarity but in discovering a coin that links directly to an important historical moment. If you ever find a 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower dollar, examine it carefully. Look for the absence or presence of a mint mark, check whether the coin might be one of the special silver versions, and observe the overall condition of the surfaces. Store it safely and avoid cleaning it, because preserving its original state is the best way to maintain its collector appeal. In the end, the Eisenhower dollar is more than just a piece of currency. It is a tribute to leadership, a celebration of national history, and a reminder of humanity's reach from the Liberty Bell to the surface of the moon. Even though millions were produced, each coin still carries the power to spark curiosity and inspire collectors who understand that history often hides inside the smallest objects. One of the most interesting modern American coins is the Eisenhower dollar, introduced in 1971. The coin was created to honor Dwight D. Eisenhower, a military commander and president whose leadership shaped the United States during the 20th century. After Eisenhower passed away in 1969, the U.S. government decided to create a dollar coin that would serve as a tribute to his legacy. This decision ended a long gap in American dollar coin production that had existed since the end of the Peace Dollar series in 1935. Wikipedia. The design of the Eisenhower dollar was created by Frank Gasparo. On the front of the coin appears a bold portrait of Eisenhower facing left, reflecting strength and calm leadership. The reverse side carries a dramatic design showing an eagle descending toward the surface of the moon while holding an olive branch. This design was inspired by the Apollo 11 mission insignia and celebrates one of humanity's greatest technological achievements, the first successful landing of humans on the moon. Antiques Know-How +1. The year 1971 was extremely important because it marked the first year the Eisenhower dollar was produced. The United States Mint produced the coin at 3 different facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia carry no mint mark, Denver coins carry the letter D, and San Francisco coins carry the letter S. These small marks help collectors identify exactly where each coin was produced. Old coin online. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. In that year, approximately 47,799,000 coins were produced there, making it one of the most widely distributed versions of the coin. Because of this large production number, many of these coins circulated widely in everyday commerce during the 1970s. They were used in banks, casinos, vending machines, and transactions across the country. Coin trackers +1. The coin itself is impressive in its physical size. It measures about 38.1 millimeters in diameter and weighs roughly 22.68 grams for the standard copper-nickel version. This large size made it one of the biggest modern coins used in circulation in the United States. When people hold an Eisenhower dollar for the first time, they often notice that it feels heavier and larger than most modern coins. Wikipedia +1. Unlike older silver dollars such as the Morgan or Peace dollars, most 1971 Eisenhower dollars were not made from solid silver. Circulating coins were produced using a copper core coated with layers of copper and nickel. However, special collector editions produced in San Francisco were made with 40% silver, making them more valuable to collectors and investors interested in precious metals. Century West Neighborhood. Even though millions of 1971 Eisenhower dollars were minted, collectors still study them carefully because condition plays a powerful role in determining value. Coins that circulated for many years often show scratches, wear, and small dents from everyday use. But a coin that survived in nearly perfect condition with bright surfaces and sharp details can be surprisingly valuable. High-grade examples have sold for thousands of dollars, especially when the coin receives a top grade from professional grading companies. Coin's value. For example, a typical circulated 1971 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark may only be worth around its face value of $1. But an uncirculated coin preserved in exceptional condition can sell for hundreds or even several $1,000s depending on its grade. The difference between an ordinary coin and a high-grade collector coin can be enormous. Coin's value +1. Collectors also search for unusual varieties or minting errors. Certain 1971 Eisenhower dollars show rare design variations that occurred during the minting process. One example is the Friendly Eagle variety, where small details in the eagle's design differ from standard coins. These varieties are extremely popular among collectors because they are difficult to find. Another fascinating aspect of coin collecting involves the natural aging of coins. Over time, metal reacts with the environment and develops colors known as toning. A silver or copper-nickel coin may change from bright silver to shades of gray, gold, or blue. Many collectors actually admire these colors because they prove the coin has aged naturally and has not been cleaned or altered. Cleaning a coin may seem like a good idea, but it can actually destroy collector value. When a coin is polished or scrubbed, the original mint surface disappears and tiny scratches appear under magnification. Because of this, experienced collectors always recommend leaving coins exactly as they are. The Eisenhower dollar also represents a unique moment in American monetary history. It was the last large-size dollar coin produced by the United States Mint for circulation. Later dollar coins such as the Susan B. Anthony, Sacagawea, and presidential dollars were made smaller to make them easier for the public to use. During the 1970s, many Eisenhower dollars did not circulate widely in everyday shopping. Instead, they became especially popular in casinos where slot machines required large coins. Because of this unusual use, many coins remained in relatively good condition compared to other circulating coins. Stories often appear online claiming that certain coins can instantly make someone a billionaire. While it is true that rare coins sometimes sell for extraordinary prices, the real coin market depends on rarity, condition, demand, and historical significance. Most 1971 Eisenhower dollars are valuable as collectible historical objects rather than life-changing fortunes. However, the excitement of discovery is real. Imagine opening an old drawer or inherited collection and finding a large $1,971 coin with Eisenhower's portrait shining through years of history. That coin may have passed through banks, casinos, and countless pockets before finally resting in your hands decades later. Every coin carries a journey. The 1971 Eisenhower Dollar represents the memory of a respected president, the triumph of the Apollo space program, and the economic changes of the modern United States. It is a coin that connects politics, technology, and culture within a single design. Today, collectors continue searching for high-grade examples and unusual varieties of this historic dollar coin. Whether worth $1 or thousands depending on condition, the 1971 Eisenhower Dollar remains an important symbol of American history and one of the most fascinating modern coins for collectors around the world.